Climbing up the temperature roller coaster, but a pretty good cold front arriving on Thanksgiving Day. Let's talk about it in this Friday edition of the Texas Weather Roundup. Good morning. I'm Texas Storm Chasers Bully-in-Chief David Reimer. It is Friday, the 22nd of November. Well, the weather is quiet, and after a cold morning yesterday, we're a little warmer this morning, and that trend will continue as we go into the weekend. Our next major storm system looks to arrive around Thanksgiving next week with a strong cold front. Maybe some chance of precipitation, though that's not looking promising at this point. Let's just take a look. Here's the high-res rapid refresh model for today, tonight, into Saturday. Upper-level clouds across the state this afternoon will result in partly cloudy skies, at least some filtered sun making it through for those where the clouds are overhead. So go into Saturday morning, crystal clear, maybe a little bit of modest fog along the coast. Otherwise, you can see it's sunny across most of the state tomorrow, and that's expected to be the same on Sunday. Fire danger today, low to moderate across the state of Texas, according to the Texas A&M Forest Service. As we go into Saturday and Sunday, we're expecting moderate to high, even very high fire danger to return to parts of the state as we see some areas. Well, first off, fuels go dormant after dropping below freezing at some point this week. And, well, things are going to start warming up, getting more windy, and guess what? It's not going to rain. Here's the long-range American weather model, the global forecast system. We'll just play it, go through it. You can see some increasing clouds on Sunday in the upper levels, a couple of showers off the upper Texas Gulf Coast, maybe a few sprinkles right on the coast, but nothing inland, as you can see. As we go into Monday, a cold front will move through the northern third of the state, bringing much cooler temperatures back to the panhandle, but stalling out before it can do too much for the southern half of the state. You can see plenty of moisture out in the Gulf of Mexico, but that's where it's going to stay, it looks like. Plenty of upper-level clouds across Texas, though, Monday and Tuesday. You can see some light rain and snow out in northern New Mexico, light rain at times across the eastern quarter of Texas on Wednesday. But again, not much going on. We may see a few showers as a stronger cold front moves south through Texas Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night into Thanksgiving Day. You can see those north winds with those wind arrows. That front will push, well, through the entire state, probably Wednesday night into Thursday. But as you can see, it's going to be mostly dry. Significant accumulations of, well, snow or rain look quite unlikely at this point. So, I mean, that's good for those traveling, but at the same time, some folks are still in a pretty nasty drought. So again, we're going to be warming most of the state this weekend. We're going to have cooler temperatures, northern third of the state on Monday, rebounding quickly on Tuesday before a strong cold front moves through the entire state, Wednesday into Thursday of next week. Here are the forecast high temperatures over the next several days today. Looking at 60s, Panhandle, West Texas, Texoma, Northwest Texas, the Arklatex down to the Piney Woods of East Texas, and the Golden Triangle. We're expecting 70s, the southwestern 75% of Texas, with low 80s down in deep South Texas, the Rio Grande Plains. Tomorrow, 80s return to the Big Bend, South Texas, the Coastal Plains, the Coastal Bend, Rio Grande Valley, Rio Grande Plains, deep South Texas. Still 60s up in the northeastern panhandle into the Arklatex, northeast Texas, east Texas. Everyone else will be in the 70s, it looks like. So pretty nice Saturday. Sunday, a more significant warm-up occurs. We're going to have 80s back into a decent chunk of the state, especially the southeastern two-thirds of Texas. 70s, eastern quarter of the state, with 70s in the panhandle, West Texas, the borderland, far west Texas, into the Davis-Guadalupe Mountains. We could be flirting with 90 down in parts of South Texas and the Rio Grande Plains. On Monday, we do make it into the 90s in those areas, with 80s. Coastal Plains, South Central Texas, the Hill Country, Southeast Texas, the Golden Triangle, the Edwards Plateau. But as you can see, the cold front making it through the northern third of the state, much cooler. Temperatures in the 40s with gusty north winds in the Panhandle, parts of West Texas, 50s Northwest Texas, with 60s somewhere in Texoma, North Texas, the Big Country, the Permian Basin, depending on where that front makes it. These are technically high temperatures after 6 a.m. Monday through 6 a.m. Tuesday, meaning It's possible if the front keeps moving south, some folks will be in the 60s or 70s, falling into the 50s, but it looks like the front is going to stall out before making it through more than the northern third to the northern half of Texas on Monday. And then as we get into Tuesday, you can see it's pretty much moot. Quick rebound up in the Panhandle, northwest Texas with 60s. Same for the Arklatex, Texoma, the Big Country, and the DFW. 70s and 80s, the southern half of the state. And then we'll have bigger changes arriving on Wednesday and Thursday next week as a stronger cold front arrives and we see cooler weather, cloud cover, maybe some chance for light showers. I mean, at this point, again, it's not looking good. I'd show you the 7-day rainfall map, but it'd be blank, with the exception of maybe a 1/10 of an inch of rain possible in Texarkana. That's it. Here's the Climate Prediction Center's temperature probability outlook as we go through the final days of November after Thanksgiving next weekend through the first week of December. We are going to have a significant pattern change, bringing much cooler temperatures to a majority of the continental United States, but that may end up just skirting by Texas, meaning, yeah, it will be cooler at times, but not necessarily super duper cold. May not be the case farther up in the Great Lakes, in the Midwest, into parts of the Ohio Valley and the Northeastern United States and the Dakotas. They may actually get legitimate winter cold and at some point a lot of snow. We'll see. Here is the precipitation outlook. I mean, it's take it or leave it at this point. There's nothing screaming drier, nothing screaming wetter. It's just meh. So we'll see how things shape up after Thanksgiving, but the Thanksgiving system isn't looking particularly wet in the state of Texas. We are expecting a more dynamic system for the eastern third to the eastern half of the United States. That could bring a winter storm to parts of the Great Lakes, the Ohio Valley, the northeastern United States, wind, rain, all that fun stuff, which would be impactful to those traveling next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. All right, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? It's Friday, which means it's time to give a shout out to the Spinny Doomers here on the Texas Weather Center. We appreciate all of our members who have become members of the Texas Weather Center, helping us to bring you daily Texas weather content and more. As always, if you're a member, no matter what level you are, please feel free to join us on our private Discord server. You can find that information once you join the membership in the community tab of our YouTube channel. Let's go ahead and start out with Ryan Tucker. Thank you for being a Spinny Doomer. Anthony R. Pelosi. Thank you for being a Spinny Doomer here on the Texas Weather Center. Love, live, laugh. Thank you kindly for being a Spinny Doomer. r/Tornado Chats. Thank you for being a Spinny Doomer. Umberto Lowry. Thank you, sir, for being a Spinny Doomer here on the Texas Weather Center. And Tomas Kamashito. Nope. Kamashiu. Camacho. Okay. See, I'm bad at pronouncing, but you know it's bad when I end up having to spell it out. Clearly, I'm going to have to work on my phonics next week. Maybe I'll get something like that for Thanksgiving and work on it along with my Thanksgiving Day meal. But yeah, it's on me. Don't worry. I'm bad at pronouncing most things. But that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. It's been a great week. After Monday, at least, which we're not going to talk about because, well, wasn't our finest moment, unfortunately, in the coverage department, and that's on me. Don't worry. We noticed. We know you noticed. Trust me, we noticed. So, thank you for watching this Friday edition of the Texas Weather Roundup. As always, you can find us on our website, TexasStormChasers.com. And hey, if you haven't hit us up on the Texas Weather Center YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. It is free. We appreciate the comments, the good ones, the constructive criticism ones. If you want to troll us, I mean, you can do that too, but, well, I'll just click some buttons and throw a party. That's going to be it. With mostly quiet weather expected this weekend across Texas, we'll be resuming our typical 5-day schedule, meaning you will next see a Texas Weather Roundup from me bright and early Monday morning. Until then, y'all have a great weekend. Enjoy the warm weather. As always, God bless.